And I see those must be the earth in question. There we go. On some quests, you will encounter objects with which you can interact simply by approaching, then selecting. Alright. A crescent moon icon will appear in the right height of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While in the special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. All experience earned through battles, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. The dark orange will show how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns and cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning in potential, make it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. Sounds all good. And these seem to be the urban question. Let's pick these up one at a time and then bring them into the captain, wherever they may be. And there's our first set of players right there, which reminds me. I should hide that. And there. And with that done, where's the captain? Over here. Hello there, how you doing? Yes, I am Hanskype. You have some birds you wish me to examine? There you go. I can get rid of that at any time. Yes, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I cannot resist the jest. These herbs are not more than an lavender, a common enough export from Limsa Lominsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, miss. But not to worry. You've learned of a few things. And made a new acquaintance. Well met. Making a name completed. God dang it, we've been had. We already saw how to hand in items and stuff right there. So we'd be good. Why did that back up? No, go away. But alright, now then. Do you have another quest? Let's go. Suspiciously sober. I hit skiff? I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sir. I'm sorry. Rugadin names are challenging. That's the best way I could put it. Captain of the trade ship Orion has some information that might benefit your standing as an adventurer. By way of thanks for delivering me scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I am currently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouse of Limsa Lominsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have been uncommon in these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak with Glasrail, a guard who stands on the entrance to East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lass. If you say so, then we will. And we're heading that way anyways, because this is one of the things that Baradin wanted us to take care of. So let's attune to the Aetherite. And there we go. Ah, another novice adventurer. Battering, it has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I am Pandemal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping peace in this city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherite and their connection to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Thank you, sir. And with that, we've learned Return. You return to the Aetherite. You are now able to use the Return spell. And now that we got that, if we see any smaller versions of this... Wait, one sec. Is that how I'm doing it? Okay. It's because I'm pressing select. But yeah. Anytime we see a smaller version of one of these... girls, get out of the way. Anytime we see a smaller version of one of these, we're gonna want to go up to it. So... we can focus on some of these other quests later. Right now, we head over here. Because I went past where I'm supposed to go. Bazrael. This is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. The captain placed the Yellow Jackets on high alert. And while I have your ear, I need you to visit Fridwerb and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Fridwerb has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city. Glad to know. We shall do that. And it seems that both of our objectives are in the same place. First things first, let's talk to Swospley. A fine morning to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of the wonders of wonder born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stall until your eyeballs ache from oogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo but recently arrived at the docks. Huh? You bear a gift from Battering. Wherever could it... Ah, my Octant. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wedge, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Indeed you did, sir. Here you go. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, her good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant. In a simple and sturdy adventure equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt each guild you'll invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stout halls specialized in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potions and perishable needs. Arcane agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if her purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instructions of the kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Thank you, sir. I will most definitely do that, and we will come back later to do your quest. But let's talk to Freewhip first. Greetings, miss. Might I interest you in the service of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarer is on the prowl for gullible adventurers. A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Thank you, miss. We got some fire shards and some dark matter. Whether or not we'll use those in the future, I do not know. Despite the fact that I've played so far into the game, I have not, my experience with things inside game are rather limited. I mainly do main story and that's it. This will be different though. And there, now I can sprint. We head all the way down here, near to the end of the area. And once we do, take a right. And here we are. This is the guild in question. Hello, Muri. How you doing? Welcome to the Alchemist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcania. Yeah, Arcanima? Does that... Yeah, Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that have the unlocked mysteries of existence, to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isle. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on the process, the existing mathematical formulae were improved, developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allow a practitioner to weave aether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanima was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas abroad trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa Lominsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured position in the realm of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admirable Merle Whip, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice might lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Alchemist Guild was established, and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging disciple or discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to join our guild. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild? Or are you intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? You are, of course, free to ponder your decision for however long you like. I will be awaiting should you choose to embrace a life of academic exertion. We shall focus on that later. We have other things to do, though, for right now. One of which being something that I so happen to pass by. This is one of the little crystals that I mentioned. We attune to it. And now we can travel here from anywhere inside the city. You now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your head upon Ethernet shards. Yep. That makes it easy. We press, and we can see basically where all of them are. We have one at the Fisherman's Guild, one at Hawker's Alley, and then 3 more upstairs at the Aft Castle, Culinary, and Marauders Guild. I will not be using that right now, as I want to go ahead and explore the city, and you know, grab all the different things that way, for the time being. That and our destination is not too far where I think it necessary. Here's the second one, by the way, that we missed earlier. Or more specifically, I missed. I could have seen it, and I just didn't. Anyways, I will see you all back at Veteran. Alright. We're back up, but not the way we originally went. No, I took those stairs over there. Because that's what I'm used to doing. Screw talking to people. Anyways, hey Veteran, how you doing? Ah, there you are, Lusaminia. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Lominsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now you've got some idea of what's where. You can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Battleron and we'll go far. Close to home, completed. And we can start this quest now. But since we got time to do other things, and in other times we would, we're gonna head elsewhere. We're gonna head elsewhere, grab some things around the city, do some quests, yada yada yada. First things first that I want to grab, and this is mainly for a bit later on, is this one right here. We'll be coming back to this for a specific purpose later on. But yeah. That's a good one to grab, and now we got a few quests here in the Drowning Wench still that we can do. That aren't main quests. So let's do that. Starting off firstly with Ninia. Hello there. How you doing? Ninia has information that, unlike last time, is sure to be of interest to you. Oh, you've returned. I hope you do not harbor any ill will towards me here for my earlier deception. You see, I believe the most important lesson for a green adventurer to learn is that she should always question the motives of everyone she meets. If I have given offense, allow me to make it up to you with some advice. Tell me, have you noticed the eyes outside the Tempest Gate and past Madman Bridge? The sentry stationed there or keep watch over the road, and when trouble arises and they sometimes turn to outside help. If you wish to make a name for yourself as a trusted adventurer, you should speak with a critter at the eye and offer your assistance. I believe that is outside the city. Gonna just check in our journal. Yes, it is. I do not... Thankfully, I believe that is not too far. So, one sec. One sec, I need to... No! God damn it, game. Gonna widen that a bit for myself. So... Now. Okay. It's not too far, it's over this way. Again, using a controller for the first time. I'm learning. But with that said, I'll meet you all over at the sentry that we need to visit. And here we are. We have entered Lusaminia. I see a quest thing on our map. I don't need to worry about those. Those aren't important. And now that we are out here, let's say hello to our little Alchemist buddy. Say hi, Carbuncle. How you doing, bud? How you doing? Anyways, with that all said, onwards and forward to complete this quest. We might not do everything that's over here for right now, but hey, doing some things is pretty good. We're gonna mostly be focusing on quests inside the city for the moment, but that doesn't mean we can't do things outside of it. We got a fate over there, that's basically a timed event. We'll do some of those later on, but not for right now. There's no particular reason for us to do so. We head up over here. Underneath these arches is where we need to be. There you are. How you doing? You say someone told you to come work? You said someone told you to come to me for work last. I'm afraid you've been had. We're known to hire adventurers, 'tis true, but we always go through the Adventurers Guild. Even if I wanted to assign you duties, Yellow Jacket regulations prohibit me from doing so directly. Now, if you don't mind working in an unofficial capacity, I have a personal request I can make for you. We've been had again! Anyways. That's something we can't grab because we are a discipline of magic and not war. So we'll grab the hempen tights instead. They're no better than what we currently have. We're already level 5. Holy crap. So, to go there and equip it, ta-da! It's as easy as that. However, if I'm correct, it is, yeah, it's the exact same as what we currently have. I think the outfit that we already had fits our Arcanist aesthetic as a whole, so I'm gonna stick with that. We'll do her quest later on, but for right now, we return to Limsa Lominsa. Alright, we still got some quests we can do around here. Specifically one quest. Hello there? Sido Hojbi? I'm sorry, I know I butchered your name like I have more than a few others. Oh boy, this is gonna get to me, isn't it? Anyway, she needs our help to prepare a tree for battering. These days, poor Batterin's so busy looking after others, he hasn't been able to look after himself. He deserves something for his efforts. Whenever he's in his cups, he starts speaking of the old days. He never fails to mention his orality. Seems he and his mates used to eat the creatures on occasion. It's obvious he still has fond memories of that life. So I'm thinking a few umbrellas might be something he'd appreciate. Could you help me by procuring four of them? If you're willing to help, speak with Clindrek Hill by the App Castle. She knows where various wild beasts congregate. The App Castle? We went over there earlier. In fact, that's been the only place we've been to in the upper floor as of this moment. So let's see here. Where's Kindred? Where are you? Over here, by the exit. Perfect. Hello, how you doing? Baderon actually likes our umbrellas. Gods have never been considered trying to eat one of those foul things. Nevertheless, it's like if it's Aurelia you seek, you ought to find plenty by the river just past the Tempest Gate and to the east. In other words, through here. And yeah, I don't care. Alright. Now that we are here, we can actually do some fighting. For real this time. That's right, Carbuncle. You get to do your thing. So, Alchemist is one of the DPS jobs and classes in this game. It's a magic-based job that uses pets specifically. We'll go through all the stuff that it can do as we unlock its abilities. I'm not going to overcomplicate it because this isn't even one of my main jobs on my main character. I chose Arcanist because I had actually put up a poll on Twitter as to where to start. And this is where people wanted me to start. So, yee. Anyways, we have an Aurelia here. First LT. And then Ruin. And there we are. We start fighting. Is the Carbuncle gonna do anything? You're not gonna do anything. You're gonna just sit there? Okay, why not? You're so cute. I'll allow it. I have a feeling I just haven't unlocked any abilities for it yet, that's all. We'll unlock abilities for it as time goes. Right? You there? Hello? We only need 2 more of those, and these are very basic enemies, so nothing really much to say about them. I'll see you all in a minute. Alright. We're back. We got the umbrellas. All 4 of them. Now we just need to bring them back to Baderon. Hopefully this time around we're not getting lied to about anything. So, Baderon, I hear you like these things. Here you go. Sadoji said an adventurer might be dropping by to deliver something special. That you, lass? Here you go. Ah, hells, lass. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. The goddamn smell. Oh, I've hated Aurelia umbrella since I was a sword. 'Tis only this nastiest shit I've ever put it in me mouth. You tried sprinkling it with salt and cooking it over a campfire, but 'twas little. But 'twas still little better than chewing on dry wood. Try for yourself, lass. You'll see what I mean. If you say so. It seems that the memories in question were not exactly the greatest of actual memories. But that's another quest completed. That's all the ones over here specifically in the Drowning Wench. Now then, I believe we had some things over by the adventure, or not by the adventurers, by the Alchemist Guild that we could do. Let's go there, shall we? What, you thought I was talking about the actual guild quest? Nope, I'm talking about this guy. Hell over here. Haja, how you doing? Here at Mailvin's Gate, we inspect all the goods that are imported into Limsa Lominsa and collect duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seem to evade this obligation, and we must chase them down. I would be grateful if you would deliver these two ledgers, one to a man named Sunhimmel, whom you might find at the auction, and the other to a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. If you are uncertain as to the whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Sunhimmel when you meet him, and he will point you in the right direction. You got it! Let's go find them then. And hopefully in doing so, we can get another 8th right as well. So, Sunhimmel is over here by the 8th right plaza. Easy enough. A ledger Mailvin's Gate, you say? Log assessor's ledgers. Yet more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if need be. Any more ledger bound for the Bismarck, one more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place. Alright. Easy enough then? Just head upstairs here. We got an 8th right in the area. I believe this is for the Smithing and Armoring Guild. Nope. I was wrong. God damn it. I'll get the better of it. I will get the better of it all in time. Hi there, Letitia. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. Here you go. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in the ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Mailvin Gate is notified without delay. And with that, another quest completed. And Letitia has their own for us, so let's do it. We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest foods and hospitality, and so it is doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without setting the bill. Nary Bellico, a first-time patron, did just that. Sushmo is the one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She is quite upset by the whole affair, and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. Might I trouble you to deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf? But Sushmo should be done adding the finishing touches by now. Alright. So that would be up here. Hello there. So you have something to Carfunkel, you're keeping the doors open. Grr. I poured my heart and soul into the gritted dodo. Or grilled dodo. If I ever got my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godbert at the Coral Tower. He will know what to do. Alrighty. Over this direction then for us. Hey, Morden. Bye, Morden. Well, we are right here and standing next to Yuna. Let's go ahead and grab this aetheryte real quick. There we are. And it is in here that we find Godibert. How you doing? A bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist rendition of the man. What in the Seven Hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty, after all. However, we will need a bit more to go on than this. Price of art. It would be easiest for all involved if Sushma were to come here and answer some questions. Please relay to her as much. Seems that our dear cat girl is not the best artist. Hi, Morden. Bye, Morden. So, Sushma. So you spoke with Godbert. Within the the Yellow Jackets will have the swindling scoundrel locked in the dungeon cell, and then I'll take my flittering knife and Godbert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning. But what more information does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? Yeah, unless that 1,000 words is with grammar a la the worst fan fiction that you have ever read. I think that's the best way to put it.